Hey y'all. I just really wanted to come in today. I haven't been on YouTube in a while. I haven't done a video, I should say. Um, but I wanted to give you what is that? I wanted to give you guys an update or I guess something like that. Let you know what I've been up to. So basically, I guess I could start from the beginning. Basically, I'm starting IVF. I am 33 right now. I have a 8-year son. So from my knowledge, I never had any problems with trying to have kids. But I noticed probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I was in a relationship and me and the guy was together for about 6 months. We were using, having unprotected sex and things like that. And I never conceived. So, it was alarming to me because it was just like, well, why that happen or whatever. But, so recently I just started a new job, basically as a pharmacy tech. So the insurance is like great. So, it's something that I always wanted to check out, but never just had the opportunity or the insurance or whatever like that. So now that I do, I decided to check it out. So my first thing was I basically just went online and read and did research and stuff like that. A lot of people was talking about it and basically saying, how they were having problems. So I started putting two and two together and was just saying, this could be me too. So basically, I made an appointment with UIC, the hospital, and first I just made an appointment with another IVF place. It was just specifically for that. It's like a smaller office. I made an appointment with them, but the appointment hadn't came yet. So happily, I just wound up talking to this girl I used to talk to a long time ago. And I told her that I was going to go through this procedure or whatever like that. And she was like, wow, I did it too. And I'm like, really? So, she was telling me about, she had went to UIC hospital. So I was like, okay, well, I'll make an appointment there just to see. So I did. And when I went to the appointment last week, actually, and it was just like a consultation or whatever like that. So I went, the doctor was just very nonchalant. Like, he was just, oh, I think you have PCOS or whatever like that. And, this is just him talking without doing any blood work or anything. But I just feel like, as a new patient, you shouldn't have did that because it kind of scared me away because it was like, well, he was like, it's a very low chance, even if we did do it and stuff like that. So I was just like, well, why do I need to go through this process then? I gave up really. So, I still had the other appointment at the other place. So I was like, I'll still just go to their appointment and just see what they say. So when I went, it was so cool. The office was very small, homey-like. They were really nice and they were very, information-wise, everything was good. I went in, they are insurance and stuff. As soon as I came in, the reception was like, your insurance pay for this, 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 pay for this. 80% with your network. Woo, woo. I'm like, great. So then she was like, they'll be right with you. I was a little early. They actually synced me. As soon as I got there, like 2 minutes after me signing in, they came and got me. It took me to the back. I talked to the, I don't know. It was the nurse, I think. She took me in this office. We talked. She asked me when was my last period. Things like that or whatever. Then she said, I'm going to sit you in a room and you're going to watch a video or whatever. So I watched this like 10, 15-minute video, if that long. And after I watched that, they had another person come in. I don't know these people, but I'll figure it out. She came in and she talked with me and she was like, do you want to take this test to see like, I forgot. Well, she was just like, we're going to do ultrasound today. We're going to do blood work and everything like that. And whoa. So I'm like, oh, wow, I didn't even think I was going to do all that. I thought I was just going to be talking to y'all. So she's like, no, we're going to get the ball rolling. So she never predicted what she think it is or nothing like that. She was like, let's start with blood work, let's start with ultrasound and things like that. So after that, we talked and things like that. She took me to this room. She told me to undress. The person would come in and do the ultrasound. The lady came in, she did the ultrasound. It was probably about 10 minutes long, if that. After she was done, she was just like, from what I see, nothing is wrong. Everything looks fine. The uterus is healthy. I see a lot of fruit particles and things like that. So, that's good. So I'm like, okay, great. So after that, she took me out. No, I got dressed. The lady came in and got me, told me to sit down. They were going to do blood work. So remind you, I went to the other clinic probably like 2 days before this clinic. So when I went to that clinic, they did send me to do blood work. So I did do the blood work. So my arm was not sore, but I had got shot in that arm, and that's my good arm. So I didn't tell the lady that I had went to another clinic. So I was like, just shoot me in this arm, which is the other arm. And I know normally they can't get nothing out of. So, of course, she didn't. And she was like, I only do it one time. And if I don't get nothing, I'll let somebody else do it. So I'm like, okay. So another lady came along and she was like, oh, I don't see a vein even there. So she went to the other arm. Now, remind you, I had been there since this morning, like 10, because I think my appointment was at 10. I was rushing for work and everything like that. So I hadn't eaten or drunk anything. So it was like, it was a hit or miss for me. So she did the good arm. So she stuck me literally in the same place that I had just got shot like 2 days ago. And I knew she wasn't going to get nothing because I'm like, it's too fresh. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, but I'm just thinking that. Of course, she did not. So she like literally moved over like 2 inches from that spot and stuck me there, right there. So she got the blood. They took like 7 tubes, I think, of blood. And then after that, I think that was it. She took me back after that and explained to me that the next process was she was going to put me on birth control. So she gave me the prescriptions, told me to do the birth. Wait, no, I take that back. She gave me the prescriptions. She said she'll call me when the blood work come back and told me when to go get the birth control or whatever. She gave me the prescription already for the antibiotics when I go do the HSG test and everything like that. So probably like the next day, which was that Thursday. Yeah, she called me the next day, literally. Now, remind you, I went to the other clinic before this. I did their blood work and everything. They hadn't did no ultrasound. They hadn't called me back. Nothing. I haven't heard nothing from them. So the next day, she literally called me like, "Oh, your blood work was good. Everything was fine." She did say one of the levels was high, but she was like, "It's not a big concern, but I'm going to forward it to the nurse or whoever looks at that or whatever. Is she going to see, do she want to address it or whatever like that?" So, she was like, go fill the prescription. And, once you do that, start that. As soon as you start your period, call us so we can set you up the appointment for everything else. So, okay. So that was Thursday. So, I forgot to ask her, did they do the PCOS test or whatever like that? So she was like, yeah, but that was the one I was talking about that was kind of high. But she was like, I don't know how they want to address it, but I'm going to send it to them and see what they want to do. But she was like, it was high, but it wasn't like crazy high or whatever like that. She was like, I don't know. So like, okay. So, that was Thursday. They did that. This is the week that just passed. Actually, today is May. I don't know. Hold on. Sorry. But, so that was Thursday. So, actually that Friday, I was leaving going to Wisconsin Dells. So I had read all these reviews. They were talking about the birth control was horrible and everything like that. And I was just like, I don't want to be out of town and be in pain or horrible or sick or miserable and bleeding. So I didn't fill the prescription. I didn't take it or anything like that. I went out of town. We actually got back in town today, which is Sunday. So when I got back, I filled the prescription. So she did explain to me it was 5 days, 2 times a day. So that's 20 milligrams. So I don't really, well, I'm not saying I don't really know too much about it, but I've been reading about it. And that sounds like what everybody else been doing too. So, okay, so I'm okay with it. So I filled the prescription at CVS. So the pharmacist came over and she was like, have you ever taken this medication? I was like, no. So she was like, well, I had the medication and everything. So she was like, I paid for it and everything. Oh, remind you, I guess my insurance pretty much paid for it. I don't know how much it was. It didn't tell me. But I had to pay like $1, like $1.76, I think, for it, which wasn't bad. And I have a card with my job that they give us a spending amount for medication and stuff like that. So I just paid for it with that. So when I get the medicine, she like, this is high. Do you mind if I get the medication back and call the doctor and see is this right? Because this is pretty high for this. And she was like, you don't need this. This is her talking. I'm like, why? She's like, oh, you know what this for? This is to stop you from having kids and stuff. And I'm like, well, I know what it's for, whatever like that, you know, whatever, not trying to go into detail with her. And she was like, well, I had my son with me. So she was like, you don't need this, and this dosage is very high. We normally do a 10 milligram a day, not 20. She was like, I want to, you know, ask the doctor or whatever. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm pretty sure they knew what they was doing. Well, I think it's a mistake and everything like that. She was a white lady. And I'm like, no. I was like, if you should know, I'm trying to do IVF and this is one of the processes or whatever like that. And she was like, yeah, but this is still pretty high. And I'm like, girl, you're a pharmacy tech. I'm a pharmacy tech. I'm not a pharmacy tech in the store. I work in the corporate office for CVS, actually, in the billing department. So I don't deal with the medication. We break it down through the computer or whatever like that, but I don't touch it or anything like that. So I know a little bit, but I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'm not going to die. So she was like, well, okay. So I took it or whatever. I got home and I took the first pill at 1:30. So when I talked to the nurse, though, she was like, some people take the pill the first day, maybe 2 days, and they start bleeding. She was like, that's good. If so, just stop taking medicine, call me, we can set up this appointment. So I'm like thirsty waiting on my period. Like, come on. So I took it today at 1:30, the first pill. I feel fine, actually. I did eat before I took it, and I feel fine. I'm just hoping that hopefully this week I can come on. I'm hoping for either Tuesday or Wednesday. But hopefully soon. But yes, so the journey has started, and yeah, we'll see. Oh, I'm doing this by myself. I'm not gay, lesbian, or anything like that. It's just I'm not with nobody. I'm getting older, and I need to process to hurry up now. So hey, so I'm gonna start now, and we'll see. Oh, she actually gave me the pamphlets too for what is it? Oh, the sperm bank that they work with. One was, I think, the California something. I think I have 2 potentials. I don't know. It's kind of hard because they all seem alike. So I don't know. She was like, oh, you moving fast. She was like, that's great though. She was like, sooner you pick out somebody, we can get it. We can start. So I'm gonna do anonymous sperm donor. Hopefully this is cool, but I keep you guys updated. And this is just the beginning. I have not started any of the medication, like all of the main medication. I just started the birth control, and then after that, I would go for the HSG test. And then I guess we'll be on our way from there. So we will see. I'll let you guys know.